Gypsy chick.
Hey y'all, it's Gypsy. I'm going to do another deck review for you guys today, and this is on a new deck. I just got it, I guess about a couple weeks ago, I guess. I've worked with it a little bit between then and now. It's the Tarot Illuminati. It's done by Erik Dunne, and then the book that comes with it is written by Huggens, who actually also did the, I believe, Tarot 101, The Art of Mastering the Tarot, Reading Tarot. I can't remember right now. I'll put something in the thing down below to tell you guys what her stuff is. But both of them are pretty fascinating people. They talk about them just a little bit here in the back of the guidebook, which also, let me finish showing you the box real quick. Very nice box. It's a big hard box. It's got the magnetic, clip there. Then you've got a cool inside. I've got my little cover cards in here still, but that just gives you, the artwork on this deck is completely insane. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute. Anyway, nice little box, got your little ribbon, great for storing it in. I don't store it in this box. I actually did buy the bag. There is a silk Tarot Illuminati tarot bag that comes with it. I couldn't resist. So anyway, that's what I store it in. I don't know if I'll keep the box forever and ever, but I at least kept it long enough to show you guys what it looks like. So there's that. And then here's, like I said, is the guidebook. This is really nice. It's color, quality, paper, glossy. I mean, this is a nice little book. Each page, well, to start, it has the typical forward, all the regular introductory stuff. Then it goes into all of the cards. And like most, it starts out here learning about some spreads. It's got some spreads that are unique to this, to this deck. Some of them are just kind of fancy named modifications of very standard spreads. It's not, I'm not going to go through them. It gives you kind of a little quick overview tutorial on like how to read tarot. You can sum that up in 4 pages. Major Arcana. So then it goes into the Major Arcana, and then it does go through, and each Major Arcana has a big picture to go with it, a full color. So there you see the Chariot, and then it gives you, it does not discuss reversals in here that I have seen. So that's a little point there. No reversal meanings. I do read reversals, so those are helpful if I get stuck. Minor Arcana. There they have all the, and they do group that I've seen some books that kind of stick all the court cards together and then they have the pip cards. These don't do that. This goes straight through each suit. So that's also nice. However, for the pip cards, you only get a smaller version of it, and then each pip card has, the rest of the page. The Major Arcana each had 1 page. It was just this, all of them were fit into here. So there's that. And then in the very back, like I said, you get a little bit of information about, there's an expanded guidebook that you can get. It's an ebook that goes with this deck if you want to get more insight into the cards and the meaning of the cards. And so you can, I haven't done that. I don't know that I will, honestly, but that's available also by Huggens, I believe. But anyway, it kind of talks about, the people that put the deck together and all that kind of stuff in the back. So, cool guidebook, very pretty, very nice little book. I like it. The cards themselves, here's the back. Very glamorous. Love it. And then, of course, we have the gold, because they're fancy cards. And then, okay, let me just tell you, there's not a card in this deck that I don't like. First of all, they're easy to look at and decipher because they are very Rider-Waite. I mean, it is a Gaga version of Rider-Waite. That's what this deck is. It is a Gaga version of Rider-Waite. He has just completely taken it and made it grand. It's just, well, anyway, here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. I could show you any cards. Well, but I've picked out some because I could sit here and show you the whole entire deck. Every card is impressive. It really is. I have picked out a few that I'll kind of go over with everybody. This one, these are some pip cards that I pulled out. I pulled out 3 pip cards. They're just, basically what I did is I went through and I picked out cards that I like in most decks, and I just chose to show those to y'all. It is not necessarily because these are my very favorite cards in the whole deck. It just happens that these are good representatives of the different things. This one I like just because I love the children on here. I think they're just so pretty. They're so cute. This is the 6 of Cups. Oh, they're borderless also, if you notice that. All you have is this little bit down here that has what the card is, but otherwise, you know, it goes all the way to the edge. So there's the 6 of Cups, and they're thick. These cards are they're thicker than a lot of my other cards. So here's, and they're not real big. They're about standard size. They'd be easier to shuffle if they were thinner, but I like them thick like this. I can make it work. 2 of Pentacles. I usually like this card. I especially like this one. I think you know, if a card doesn't say balance, if this card doesn't say balance, it's impossible. I love that. And then we have the 10 of Cups, and I love this one because it's just this happy family and everyone's happy and being lovey. That makes me happy. Right. I also pulled out some major arcana cards that I usually like in most decks, so I thought I'd share them with you guys out of this deck. These are not in any particular order. I honestly just went through and pulled out some cards. The Empress, typically very, you know, a favorite of mine. I like this Empress card. She looks a lot like the Queens, and you'll see them in a minute. She's got this great, you know, there's just so many symbols going on in this card. This video would take forever to go through all the symbols in these cards, guys. I mean, it's insane. If you want to see the symbolism and all of that, you'll have to Google the pictures and stare at them, or buy the deck. Moon. I just love this. You know, this kind of reminds me of that Smashing Pumpkins video. You remember that tonight? I love that video. It kind of makes me think of it. It's like a prettier version of the scary Billy Corbin. Moon. The Chariot. That was on one I showed you out of the book. I love this card. I usually like the Chariot. Also notice in this one it is a man. So, and the Strength card, because you know I'm going to pull up my Strength card. That one is a female, as normal. You know, I get frustrated when they switch them. Some decks switch them. So anyway, I love that. I love the way that the infinity sign, it's like she's throwing it up. If you can look real closely, her hand is thrown back and she's kind of like flicking it, you know. I think that's so cool. Anyway, so then this is the Alchemist instead of the Magician. They call it the Alchemist. And I kind of like the simplicity of it, but it's pretty, you know. I mean, it has all the, you know, the 4 symbols like you're supposed to. He's holding the wand. And then you see the sword, and then the pentacle and the cup. I like that one. And then the Devil card. This one reminds me of that movie 300. You remember, like, the Persian king that comes over there, and he's, like, supposed to be some kind of a demigod or whatever? Anyway, this guy reminds me of that dude from 300. Anyway, that's the Devil card. That was pretty cool. So those are the major arcana cards that I wanted to point out. And then finally, I have the 4 queens. I pulled out all 4 queens. I love the Queen of Wands because that's kind of like, you know, one of my cards that one of my favorite cards typically. And in this deck, I have to say, I like the Queen of Wands, but it's not my favorite queen. I'm actually torn between the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups. It's a tough call. But I'll show them all to you. Here's the Queen of Wands. I mean, I like her. She's cool. She's kind of got a Halloween look to her because she's got that black cat and all that yellow and stuff going on. It's like harvesty looking. And that fire energy, definitely. And then here's the Queen of Pentacles. And this one's a pretty cool, I mean, it's a great representation. You know, when I think of Queen of Pentacles, I always think of, you know, productive woman, do it all, you know. Family and home and successful career, you know, like everything. Like that one. The Kelly Ripa of the tarot. And then I've got the Queen of Cups. I love this one. I just think this is so pretty. It's kind of like an ice queen kind of looking. Never mind. But yeah, she looks cool. And then this is the Queen of Swords, and I think this is my favorite because it's kind of kooky looking, and she's got that Elizabethan / vampire look about her, but it's awesome. I love all the colors. Oh, Ronald McDonald comes to mind, but no, that's not very no. Let's go with Elizabethan vampire. But yeah, it's an awesome card. I know my picture quality sucks. I'm sorry, but she's got the butterflies and all the contrasting colors. Her hair's got red. Can't go wrong. Anyway, so those are the cards. That's basically the deck. My personal opinion on it, as far as a tarot deck goes, I have been pretty happy with the results that I've gotten from it. You know, it doesn't have attitude like some of my fairy decks kind of have. It doesn't have the darkness that like my Deviant Moon has, but it does have. I mean, it's like the grown up. When I have like a serious question, I'll probably be using this one for a while. I feel like this one is business. This deck is boss. So this is not my favorite deck of all, but it's up there in the top 3. I mean, I really, really do like this deck a lot. I've been very happy with the results I've gotten from it. I'm just completely in love with the artwork. So I have 2 thumbs up for this deck. Very cool deck. Highly recommend this. Like I said, I don't have an opinion on the ebook. I don't have it. The guidebook, I mean, I'm happy with it. If you're someone that is familiar with tarot, and if you're like me and you use a lot of different cards, I don't need all that because I kind of glean meanings from all different, little white books and guidebooks, and I put them all into kind of one binder. So if you go too in depth, I mean, I'll read it, but I'm not going to write it down. And I'm not going to refer to it that often once I've read it. So I'll let someone else review that, but I'm very happy with the deck. I like the deck. I like the book. I like the little bag. I like the artwork. Like. That's all I have for today. I'm tired. I don't know what my deal is. I'm going to go lay down. Y'all have a great day and blessed be.